We've got to have an alternative method of funding. Places get closed down, there's less opportunities, people are not involved in sports as much, unless they're actually a big part of the sport. But at a lower level, there's not much there. Not everyone wants to go out and play sports, but if there's something around the corner for half an hour a day or whatever, people may think about it. Just want to say a quick little thing. Recently, Manchester City opened a £200 million campus. However, George Osborne, he said the government are going to invest £50 million into football, and that's across the whole country. That's going to be more. It's going to be basically the grassroots level, getting people involved, and that means more artificial pitches, better facilities, more clubs, more opportunities for people to get involved in sport, young people and old people, to get involved in sport, play, keep healthy, keep fit, which has a domino effect. If you got a group of 8-year-olds now who have the opportunity to play on an artificial pitch week in, week out, not got that muddy Sunday league pitch, which can be in the winter times useless because there's bog standard. But now there's more opportunities for people to play in and outdoors football, which keeps people playing, progressing week in, week out. People doing more into academies, going to the youth teams, playing for professional first teams, possibly going to the international level. Over time, the teams will get better, and football, the standards will increase each and every year. Deviance is the violation of social norms and established rules, hooliganism, violence, verbal abuse and cheating. That's just a little quote by football. Deviance is basically cheating, and on a pitch, a professional pitch, there's cameras left, right, centre. Everyone's being watched. And if you just zoom in right here, we have Ashley Young diving against Aston Villa here. That is cheating because there is no contact. He's gone down, and for Man U's sake, they've won the penalty. That alone is not a good role model. It's cheating. It shouldn't be allowed in the game. On the other hand, it has a domino effect again. People are going to be influenced by that. More people are going to start diving, which means people are cheating. It's not a fair game at the end of the day. That penalty, I can't remember the match precisely, that could have been a penalty to give them an advantage in the game, which could have got them the 3 points. However, the second example is a really big example of Luis Suarez cheating. In the 2010 World Cup, it was Uruguay versus Ghana, and this was a qualification, so whoever won, goes through, the other team gets knocked out. In the closing stages of the game, Ghana had a corner, Uruguay didn't defend it very well. All of a sudden, Ghana gets a shot, it's going in, Luis Suarez handballs the ball off the line, penalty given, he's red carded. Ghana missed the penalty, and luckily for Uruguay, they went through. That is probably one of the best examples of cheating, because he is preventing them from a goal through centimetres, literally centimetres of a goal, for qualifying, for them to miss the penalty and feel absolutely distraught because they've just been cheated out of the World Cup, they've gone, and they were the final African team in that World Cup, and they're probably one of the best World Cups they've ever had. Hooliganism, basically, fans who breach fundamental rules of football by running onto the pitch, verbal abuse, fights, violence, and in football, years ago there was fights at games, it was really bad, but over the years, there's more security, there's less violence, which is, reasonably good, but every game, you have that one fan, or you have that set group of fans who make chants, banners, fighting, drinking, it is really, it is a part of the bad side of sports, it's not just football, it's rugby, it's anything really, and sometimes, there are examples of fans running to the pitch, it's either to target a player or just run around the pitch, just disrupt the game, anything stupid really, and a quick example of a film is Green Street. Londoners who have a passion for football, follow West Ham, however, religiously follow their football club and attend matches home and away because of their love for the club. West Ham and Millwall is one of the biggest rivalries in English football. Therefore, hooliganism between them two shows examples of people actually being killed, people being put in hospital, and real big effects really. My opinion on deviance is really, cheating shouldn't be involved in football. Players need to have bigger punishments. off the pitch, possibly more security, more bans, you know, to stop, you know, just let people go to the game and enjoy themselves. You don't want to have a drunk guy having a fight. You don't want to see players cheating to win the game. When it's for your team, yeah, it's happy days. When it's against you, you know, it's the worst form of losing, cheating. You know, it's not fair, it shouldn't be allowed in football. That's just a quick opinion on it. Next we have is gender. Gender in football is a big factor which has an impact. The male game is a dominant game. Wherever you go, male football's on TV. Female football, you're not going to see the FA Cup final. You're not going to see a typical league match of Bristol City ladies versus Nottingham Forest ladies. You're not going to see that. But on TV, you'll see that in a Capital One Cup game because Sky Sports have all the televising programmes. Every Saturday night, match of the day, or most Saturday night match of the day, you don't see women's football. You know, you'll have to probably go on YouTube, you'll have to go on the website, you know what I mean? You can see it, but it's not on TV. You know, if you come here, quick example I'm going to use, if you're a football fan, everyone knows who he is, Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, arguably one of the best players in the world. If you look on the left here, you know, if you don't know who she is, you know, not many people do. Hope Solo, USA international goalkeeper, arguably one of the best footballers on the women's side of the game, but everyone knows Ronaldo because he has all the imaging rights, he has everything. Whereas women's games, you know what I mean, they have to be one of the best players just to have some recognition. And over the years, women's football has improved. You know, there's more women's leagues now, there's more opportunities. Like I said, with Manchester City, you know, with their £200 million investment, one of them is a stadium for women to play football and for fans to come support the team. It's not about supporting the men, it's about supporting the women. Women's growing. It's a growing industry, women's football. There's more competitions, there's more opportunities for women to play. You know, girls football from Sunday League, you know what I mean, all the way up to, you know, club level, international level. So that's good. The FA are trying to alternate the game, try and equalise. It's going to take a long time. It's going to be a long period of time, but for women's football to be recognised just as men's. Next, we have health initiatives. Health initiatives in football is all about making participants in the sport awareness, you know, lifestyles. Make aware of smoking, drinking, drug inheritance. Basically, it's about campaigns in sport, really. Summarising up campaigns in sports which get people from, you know, the grassroots levels, the streets, the estates, just stop smoking, you know, and do more sport. If you're just coming closer here, you know, one campaign has changed your life. What they want to do is get people to eat more fruit, stay be healthier, play more sports. Another one is Stoptober for smokers, stop smoking for the whole month, and there's an almost certain guarantee you won't pick up a cigarette again unless you make that choice, but there will be no addiction to that. You know, a couple of campaigns, Stoptober, healthy eating 5 a day, blood in the pea, that's a cancer one. The Foundation of Light, mental health. Each campaign is promoted by a role model in, you know, a sporting role model to improve awareness of health initiatives. From all ethnic backgrounds, you know what I mean. The Nottingham Forest clubs, Nottingham football clubs, both counties and Forest, both provide schemes which help health for the public, which mostly provide clubs or half-term camps. So kids that are, you know, 6 weeks holiday, both Forest and County and many other football clubs in England will do summer camps where they go, play football, do sports, gets them out of the house, stops them dots in the streets. They're out there playing sports, you know, for about 4 or 5 hours a day. You know, it has you know, makes people less. Gets them healthier, makes them lose weight, stops prevents them from gaining weight, really, and stops them playing on Xbox where they're playing PlayStation, Xbox, computers, iPads. You know, it stops them from looking at that screen all day to going out, socialising, being part of a community where they play football, make friends, all that sort of stuff. My opinion on health initiatives is it's a really good, you know, it's a strong factor. You know, it's probably one of the strongest in my eyes because there are many kids who maybe feel too shy to go out because of their weight, or, you know what I mean. So, you know, it's role models setting out. You know, there are role models out there which set out, you know, help promote these campaigns for people to think, you know what, you know, I think I might go into the gym for half an hour today, or I might go and play some football today. You know what I mean? Like, a quick example is if Forest done focus on a summer camp, if they bring down a football for the day, for players to come down and speak to them, meet them, you know what I mean? It kind of brings that motivation to go down, play play and just be a part of that, football club and all that, really. Next, education. You just want to zoom in here a bit more. Education sport, football in the council schools overlook the government and are more focused into education in the classroom rather than the physical activities. A city primary school would usually have their classroom teacher probably who don't have any qualifications in sport, like a primary school teacher. A quick example is a primary school teacher,